I love this Usher CD, and this is one of my favorite songs by him. So, back to the story time. So, once this voodoo lady, and there's my name for her, once she asked me to step inside her apartment, and I asked to buy the funnel cake from her, which was $1. She tells me, no, just keep your money. She's like, I'll just give it to you. So I'm thinking, cool, okay, because I love sweets, because I have a sweet tooth. So I ate the funnel cake that she had in the saran wrap, and she was puffing on weed, and me and her was talking. Then I told her I'll be back because I was about to go home and cook. So I left her house, and I had my daughter to bring her son back to her house because I just was ready to go home. 30 minutes later, I'm looking out my patio door, and I see her and her son, and they're coming toward where I live at. So I see her coming to my house, so I go outside before she even get a chance to knock. And she's like, I came here because I thought I gave you my blunt. I'm like thinking to myself, like, bitch, no the fuck you didn't. She followed me. She came to my house. I invited her and her son in. I offered them a bottle of water. I gave her son a popsicle. And it's like she was sitting there, me not knowing that she just sitting there waiting on me to flip out, or for me to start having the effects of taking an edible. And I'm not even thinking in my head that she did that because I didn't know that she did it. So she sat in the house with me. I had the news on, and me and her was talking. Her son was eating a popsicle. My daughter told me, Mom, I'll be back. I'm going to the park to play. So it was just me, her, and her son there. So I don't know why she just was sitting in my house like she was waiting on me to like flip out so she can just watch and observe me. Okay, here's the part that really got me. She left, her and her son left. As soon as she left, I started feeling weird. So I started having the munchies. So I went in the refrigerator and got this African rice and this barbecue that my sister brought me the other day. And I ate that, and after I ate that, I was still hungry. So I started eating chips. Then I ate a pickle. Then I ate about 15 pieces of candy. And then after I ate all that and I drank some lemonade and some water, then I started to sit down and my head was just going. My heart was beating profusely hard. I started sweating, breaking out in a cold sweat. When I think about this just pisses me off. It pisses me off to the max because I can't believe that somebody did me this way. And I don't do anything to no one for some shit like that to happen to me. Like, I'm still in shock because this all happened last month. So like I was saying, I went in the kitchen and I sprinkled, I got a bottle of water out the freezer and I put the whole bottle of water, I sprinkled the whole bottle of water on my face and I was still hot. I turned the AC on full blast. I put 3 fans on me and then I just sat in the living room and I just was like, And I started praying. I was like, Lord, please. Lord, please. Because I didn't feel like that until after I ate the funnel cake that she gave me, that she told me I didn't have to pay for it. So I called her. Something told me to call her. And while I was calling her, my daughter had came into the house and she told me that she was hot and she was trying to cool off. And I told her, stay in the house because I may need you to call 911 and give me an ambulance because I feel weird after eating this funnel cake that this voodoo lady gave me. And stay right around the corner from me. So when I called her, she's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, girl, what the fuck is in that funnel cake that you gave me that you told me I didn't have to pay for it? And she was like, why? What's the matter? I said, because I feel sick. My heart's still beating fast. I'm dizzy. I'm extremely hot. And then I can't really hear myself talking. And everything is playing in slow motion in my head. Like in my brain, if I do something once, then it'll play back like it's a motherfucking VHS that's being rewinded in my head. And I tried to like break down in tears. I couldn't cry. The edible is still in my system and I'm just trying to think like, and so I'm talking to her and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But I have to admit to you that I did put an edible in the funnel cake that I gave you because I just wanted to try and see if it was going to work on you, trying to see how it affected you so that I can sell it because you know that I'm trying to run a business in my house. I'm like, bitch, I ain't no motherfucking experiment. Do you realize what you done to me? She's like, oh, well, don't panic. She's like, don't call the ambulance. Don't call the police. Can you come around here and get this jug of milk? Because if you drink this milk, you are going to, the edible will wear off. I'm like, why would you do me? Out of all these people around here who you fuck with, enemies and all, why would you do me like this? Why would you put something in my food and drug me? She was like, well, I didn't mean any harm. I told you that I was really just trying to see how it affected you. So now that I know that it's making you feel this type of way, I know that I can sell it. I'm like, bitch, for real? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? No, you can't be serious. And I was just in such shock. I said, I'm about to send my daughter around there to get the jug of milk from you. And I say, once you give my daughter the jug of milk, I need you to bring your ass back around here and tell me how long this motherfucking edible is going to be in my system and when it's going to wear off. Bitch. The fuck? What? You gonna use me as an experiment just like I ain't shit. And I guess I'm just too nice of a person. So, my daughter went around there to get the milk from her. And then it took about 10 minutes. This voodoo lady, the lady that sells the slushies and the funnel cake and shit, she came back with my daughter and this bitch is giggling. This bitch is giggling in my face. And I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is funny? She's like, well, it's nothing funny, you know. I always laugh.